Hello everyone. So today we will discuss some concepts of balance scorecard. So from last 2 days I was unable to upload the classes because of some technical issues. So we'll continue the theory concepts from today onwards. So in the last class we discussed some concepts relating to the traditional measures of performance, and we also learned the difference between the traditional measures and the new measures of performance measurement. So we also learned some challenges in today's era the business is facing. So what is this concept of BSc? So balance scorecard, what is this, what does it mean? So let's discuss that. So first is why it is called as balance scorecard. What is the logic behind calling this term as a balance scorecard means? So whatever the traditional financial performance measures which we have discussed in the last video, we learned that the companies used to provide more importance for their profits rather than concentrating on the customers. So customers were forced to purchase the goods manufactured by the company. So there was no thing like manufacturing the goods and providing the services according to the needs of the customers. So the customers were not taken into consideration for manufacturing of the goods. That was a traditional measure. So here this balance scorecard is a new term. It is a new term came into force. So this one balance scorecard, which is also called as BSc, is a balance between the traditional measures and the new measures. So this new technology, what this has come, it is balancing between the old traditional measures, and also they have come up with the new measures. So that is, it is called as balance scorecard. So in overall, if we want to say the meaning, if we use the balance scorecard means, with the help of the balance scorecard only, we can view the whole organization as one picture. So in the balance scorecard, whole organization can be studied. Whole organization, each and every department, their performance can be measured if we implement the balance scorecard. So it is the balance, they have maintained one balance between the traditional and the new measures of performing the company in order to satisfying the customers needs. So that is called as balance scorecard. So next, this balance scorecard has given us 4 perspectives. So for perspective, we can say 4 areas to be concentrated. So this 4 areas is one picture of the organization. So if we study these 4 areas, if we concentrate these 4 areas, the whole organization can be viewed as one picture. So here let's discuss one by one. So first is financial. So we learned in the previous slide that it is a combination of the traditional plus the new measures. So here in the traditional we learned that it was only concentrating on the finance, on the profit, earning more income. So it is a balance. We said it is a balance between, it is a combination of new and traditional measures. So the first one is the financial perspective. So here in the financial perspective, this is one area of the organization. Here some employees will be working. Their work is only to concentrate on the financial aspects, like what revenue we have earned in this year, what expenses we have incurred for manufacturing of the goods, what is our net income after deducting all the expenses, after paying all the taxes, what is our cash flow, what is our asset value. So here this is the most important area where every organization, every business want accuracy, they want to earn more and profit, so they must be more accurate in this area. So this is one part of the BSc. Next, this customer perspective. So customer perspective, it is a new measure. So we learned in the traditional measure there was no customer preferences taken into consideration. So here customer perspective is another part of the organization. So this is the new measure. So here some employees will be appointed to look only for the customer satisfaction, customer retention. So customer satisfaction, gathering data about their needs, about their changing preferences, about the latest trends, about the demand of the customers. So that is customer satisfaction, collecting data regarding it and manufacturing the goods and the services according to the needs and the preferences of the customers. Next is retaining the customers. So customer retention, the company has to retain their prospective and the regular customers by providing them appropriate goods and services, providing them goods on time. Whenever they need the goods, you should deliver the goods on time. You should retain your customers so that your customers should not shift to your competitors. Next is acquiring the highest market share. So how can we acquire the highest market share? So if our customers are good, they are happy with us, they are satisfied with our goods and services, then automatically we can achieve a highest market share. Next is brand strength. So brand strength can also be gathered with the help of the customers only. So customer is a king of the market. So if our customers are happy with us, our brand strength will be more. If our customers are not happy, they are dissatisfied, means our brand strength will not be there. So next is internal process perspective. So internal process perspective means the manufacturing process. So here, if our way of manufacturing the goods is good, then only we can achieve profit, then only we can satisfy the customer satisfaction we can get. So if we are not good in the manufacturing process only, how can we achieve a good profit? How can we satisfy our customer, right? So here concentrating on the process of manufacturing is also very important. So here we will be concentrating on the inventory, that is the stock, that is packaging of the goods or delivery of the goods on time, collecting the orders, and also the resource allocation, that is the raw materials. So we should get good raw materials from the supplier. So if we are purchasing cheap raw materials, so if the raw material itself is cheap, how can we manufacture a good quality product, right? So purchasing one good quality raw material, resource allocation, preparing one budget for your manufacturing is also important. Next is the cycle time. What is the cycle time of your product, or what is the cycle time of manufacturing one specific product? Next is quality control. So quality control is the most important aspect which is linked with the resource allocation. That is, first we should get a good raw material in order to manufacture a good product. So here we have finished financial, customer and internal process perspective. So next is the learning growth perspective. So here learning growth perspective, we can say that so if these two things, that is our manufacturing process and our employees, if these two areas are not good, means these two things cannot be achieved, right? So here, so to get all these things, all these three things to be done according to your set objectives, your employees must be more efficient, your employees must be more skilled, they must be concentrating on whatever the orders placed by the top level management. So here learning growth perspective here is all about the employees. So employee satisfaction, first you must satisfy your employee. So if you are not paying them salary on time, you are not providing them the basic necessities in the organization infrastructure, and you the way of treating the employees, the way of punishing the employees, the way of providing promotion to them, encouraging them, motivating them, is this all the things which should be done for the purpose of motivating your employees, to motivate your employees to work more and more, and to bring a kind of change in the corporate culture. So the first thing must be you should be good with your employee. Next, employee turnover. So if employee is not happy with the organization, he might think to shift to another organization where he will be getting good salary, good infrastructure, and another those things he will get, etc. So you should control the employee turnover by providing them positive response towards their performance. Next is employee skills. So if some employees are not they don't have the needed skills. So for example, the first time you are implementing the BSc in your organization, so this is the time where you should train your employees, provide them the necessary information, educate them, install the needed systems, or needed any kind of technology to the in the organization infrastructure. So these things be done by the organization itself to provide skills to the employee, to educate the employee. So here we can say, with the help of this four perspective, we are viewing whole organization as one picture, right? Here according to BSc, they are covering the financial aspect also, customer aspect also, manufacturing process also, and the most important thing, that is the employee aspect also. So here everything is covered in one picture. So this is very important concept, that is the four perspective of balanced scorecard. Next, so balanced scorecard has four perspective, we know it. So what is the perspective of one area? So what they should keep in mind to work better? So first, let's take the first one, that is the financial. To succeed financially, how should we appear to our shareholders? So here, to be financially sound, to be financially good, for whom we are doing all these things? To our creditors, right? To our shareholders, to our stakeholders. So we have to give answers to the persons who have invested their money in our organization with so much of trust. They have invested crores together amount in our organization. So if we are careless about this thing, we may face problem from our creditors. So the one thing they should keep in mind is, we must be financially capable of success in order to provide good dividends, interest to our creditors. Next, we discuss the customer. So for customer, what is the objective the organization have? Of course, they must satisfy their customers in keeping the view of vision fixed by the company. To achieve our vision, how should we appear to customers? So vision of the company, what is the vision of the company? For example, the vision of the company might be appearing superior in the market, superior brand in the market. So to achieve this thing, how we should appear to our customer, how we should work to satisfy our customer. Next is internal process. So internal process, we can say it is the very, very important aspect in this fourth one. So if we want financially sound, if we want to satisfy our customer, we should be successful in the business processes, that is in the manufacturing processes. So here each and everything is linked with each other. See, to be financial sound, customer should be satisfied. If customer should be satisfied means product should be good. Product is good means we can increase, we can get high revenue. High revenue means we are financially sound. Let's discuss the next one, that is learning growth. So learning growth to achieve our vision, how we will sustain our ability to improve and change. So whatever the vision we have fixed, to achieve that vision, how our employees should work, what are the needed skills, what are the needed education they must have, and what is the needed technology we must have in our organization to achieve the vision of the organization. So here this is also again linked with these three aspects. That is, if our employee is good, we can also be good in the internal process, we can also be good in the financial aspect, we can also be good in the customer. So here each and everything is linked with each other. So this is the balance scorecard. They are maintaining the balance with this four perspective. Next, how can we implement this BSc? So we have learned what is BSc, what are the things they are focusing, what is the one picture, what it includes, we have discussed now. So now how we should imply this BSc ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ implement ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? So first thing, so whatever the vision you have fixed, whatever the target you have fixed, whatever the objectives you have fixed, you want your organization to be there in the future, so and so things, objectives, visions, aims, goals you have fixed. You have fixed those things. After fixing those things, you should communicate, right? So top level management has decided some vision, they have fixed some vision, they have fixed some target, but they have not communicated it to the levels of the management. What is the use if we don't get to know what is our objective, how we should work? So first thing is, you should communicate all those things to the all levels of the organization by the top level management. Next is developing organization goals. So here developing organization goals means the vision. The short term goals should be fixed in order to achieve our vision. So whatever the goals, organization goals are, which are fixed day to day, that also be communicated to the all levels of the organization. Next is, in according to the goals set, proper training should be provided to the employees for the better improvement and change in the corporate culture. So here providing training is also important. Next is reward and recognition. So we studied in perspective, that is one thing it has, that is about employees. So here employee recognizing the employee, rewarding the employee is also important if you want your employees to work better and better. Next is coordinating the headquarter and the branch responsibilities. So here they're talking about the MNCs. So if your organization is an MNC, in one country there will be headquarter, in another country there will be branches, or in one state there will be headquarter, in other state there will be branches. So here whatever the goals fixed by the headquarter must be collaborated by the branch officers also. So there should be collaboration, there should be kind of cooperation between the headquarter and the branch companies, so that we can achieve vision together. So unity is strength, right? So working together is very easy, very fast to achieve the vision. So that is collaboration, coordination should be there. Next, other key steps. So here other key steps means, the first thing is, you should clear your employees what is the need for improvement. What is the need for improvement? Why we need improvement in you? Why employees should be improved themselves? What is the need? You should clear this thing for the employees. You should clear this thing to the employees. You should encourage your employees why we want change in yourself, you can do this. These things are kind of motivation. So this is the another key step. Next is attempts to implementation. So to implement the things, we must do some kind of attempts. So first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, so we should try again and again to achieve something, right? So here also, to implement the BSc at the first time, we should make some of the attempts, so that in one of the other attempt we can be successful. Next is changing our corporate changing, I'll write here, it's messy. So corporate culture. So before BSc, our organization will be something. So if you want to implement BSc, we should change the infrastructure, we should change the organization culture. So it may be need of some kind of softwares, or providing training, or appointing some employees who know about BSc. All those things are to be done, right? So this is the key steps. Next, the last one is the performance measurement. So after implementing the BSc, the next thing is to measure the performance of the employees and the whole organization. So this is the process of implementing the BSc. Hope you have understood this concept. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comments below, or in your WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.